Look out there. Tell me, what do you see?
Uh,
Strange. I see something different. Hi, you probably haven't heard of me, and if you have, you probably hate me. My name is To The Max of Stairfax, and this is what I do.
EarthMC goes a little something like this. Hop on, wait in queue, join, wander around for an hour, die, get stuck, spammed full of invites, or make a town or quit. Repeat until you join a functioning town, get some land, play for a few days, get bored, quit, 42, come back after a few months, complain that you got 42'd, and then quit for real. But if you're not a dumbass, you will read the goddamn rules, docs, maps before you make a fucking decision and educate yourself on the inner workings of EMC before you finally get integrated into the community and new fag is set out to complete your goals. That was 3 years ago.
okay, so when I first saw this server, I was like, oh shoot, that's cool. What if I built a giant spaceship in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico? When I first started, I spawned somewhere in here along the east coast. First place I wanted to go was Lake Travis, so I made my way along the coast, grabbed myself a boat, boated up the... What the heck?
Good evening, godless sodomites.
Oh. Huh. Anyway, made my way through the Panama Canal, came up through the Gulf of Mexico, onto the shore. I made my way to Austin. I was like, I'll build my town right here next to it because that's where Lake Travis is. Turns out a single block in this game is 14 miles in real life. If Austin was like right here where my cursor is, Lake Travis would be right here. Kind of like got some stuff and mined a bit for like the first 3 days. And that wasn't really working out. So I was contacted by some dudes. And I was like, okay, I'll join your town. And I think it was one of the towns up here. I joined the town. And then I worked with them and I stayed with them for about a week or two as I built up my gold. And then once I built up my gold, I went down this way a bit, staying within 3,000 blocks, as close as I could get to Texas, but still along a river. And I made the town of Lake Travis there. You can name towns whatever the fuck you want, but nations not so much. I made it somewhere around here, and then I waited for like a couple weeks for the nation owner to get online and add me to his nation, but that never happened. And during that time, I met some folks in the EMC Discord. It was like, hey, let's make a nation together. It was like, we were like, okay. So I abandoned my town, came all the way down to Antarctica here, to Glacier Town, Glacier Spartan. And this time, I lived like right here. And we did some stuff. We built stuff. We built farms. I built a cruiser out here. Not this one. It was a different one. But it was destroyed. So it was kind of like that for a few months. I engaged in like a couple wars. There was like I think it was this town down here. But yeah. Yeah, it was this town down here. I kind of raided it or attacked it because there was some dudes who lived here who were being assholes. But eventually we came to terms. And then I took part in the Argentine and Chile war. I think we were on the Chilean side. But yeah, we went to war. I fought a little bit. And then I built up some gold and I decided to build that giant spaceship right around here. It was going to be very, very massive. Like even bigger than the one I was planning on right now. Actually, it was probably about the same size as the one I was building right now. but it was going to be like right smack dab in the middle. Worked on that, kind of pissed them off, and then I got kicked out from the Glacier's Part Nation. So I was like, well, shit, I'm kind of stranded out here. So I was like, at the time we were like in cahoots with Madagascar. So I decided to join Madagascar, and that's where a majority of my time was spent. I initially took refuge around here. No, it was here. I took refuge here for like a couple weeks as I came in and periodically took my daily gold for voting. And then once that was done, I moved up north and created the town of GSS People Power, which I then renamed to Fox Magic, which has now been renamed to Farpoint by one of my associates, Axolotl. First, we started off with like a bridge, so it was just this that went into a bridge. This is where we started. It was just like this entire section. I built a big ass road coming through here underneath the mountain, around the mountain, coming down and connecting to a major highway that was there at the time, which was different to the one that we have right now. After that was done, I started building this, and that was kind of like my main project. This is the GSS People Power. It is a giant space colonization, basically a tiny town inside of a spaceship. So like everybody lives inside of it, and I usually live right here out of the bridge. While I was doing that, I decided, hey, this part was really cool. I'm looking up and I'm seeing like all these mountains. Like, what if I built condos in them? And then I built condos in them. And I was gonna build like a big like suite here and then like a bigger condo here. Also was gonna build a skyscraper now. We'll get into that later. I built one of these boys right here, and that was the T-spawn. It was originally in the air above here, that little green spot that you'd spawn in, you jump down here, and people died all the time, which was really funny. And then over time, I sort of expanded everything. I built off these roads. We had like, people could build shops here, which really didn't take off well. I believe this is the bank, and this is the hotel, which I actually used to some good extent. There's a lot of shit going on. This town used to be its own little town inside Madagascar that was not a part of Madagascar because they were pieces of shit before I got here. But eventually they 42'd. And then this was Ian's town, and he got into a disagreement with the former mayor of this town. He got booted out of the nation, and then conflict, and now it's like sort of a stalemate. Built myself a shop here, and then moved it to here later. It was kind of like just this, and we were starting to build this little area right here. And then this town right here fell. So yeah, I had some cheap housing built up here, but I mostly just expanded south because the mayor was going to 42. And when that happened, the town fell, and I scrambled to get residents in. Shit happened. Where this skyscraper stands, there was like a building here, and underneath that building was like 4,000 gold that the Russians took. Yeah, fuck you guys. But yeah, had to quickly expand into this town and like take everything I could. I managed to grab a lot of the valuable materials, but again, the main thing was the gold, and they found the gold. It wasn't until after I talked to the original mayor that he said, oh yeah, there's gold down there, but oh wait, you didn't tell me that, and now that it's gone, the Russians. So yeah, I just claimed all this, and then we were kind of trying to finish this part up. That still hasn't completely happened. Turning the temple over there into a jail. Something, building more of those. We're gonna build a residential area up there that never was built. And then we started building highways. And this is like at the tail end of my stay. Got into some conflicts, blah, blah, blah. They don't want me advertising. I want to advertise. Like at the time, like while this entire shit was going on, I was fundraising to create this place. So I was like, fuck that. I want to do something else. Picked up all my shit. Bought a nation. I bought this place. So there's like a temple here, and then I turned the temple into a mall. And then now there's like people living among here. But yeah, giant spaceship. Or we're gonna claim the rest of this land over here, finish construction, get some people on to build on it, and then we're gonna blast off and go to our own server. But that was before the deadening happened. Yeah, there's only like 8 players online. And now the maximum it ever gets to is like 50 players. So yeah, this server's dead. Everyone's moved over to the new Terra Aurora server. I'm not doing that. So yeah, more story about this. Bought it off a dude who supposedly got it off another dude who used to run this nation, because the dude who used to run the nation before the dude who ran the nation said, hey, you can you run my nation? I'm gonna go do something. He's like, okay. And then he ended up flipping the nation, and then I bought the nation, and then now the old leader is pissed and he wants his nation back. And I was like, no, fuck you. So we fucked with them. When I became a nation leader, a whole bunch of shit happened. I met new people. I got more engaged with the community, and then they were just like assholes. I sort of got acclimated with all the mainstay pieces of shit on the server. Tanzania shit. Fuck Pink Claws, that little green piece of shit right there. Fuck you. Fuck both the Russians. I really don't care. So, building this, and then the big announcement came. We all thought that EarthMC was dying. And then it just turned out that there was going to be another server. And then everybody moved to that server. And now this server is dead. At this point, I just think the fucking server at this point is just going to die before the end of the year. So, yeah, I might as well just pack up my shit and make my own server. Now, at this point, the entire server is decaying. Not a lot of people, basically nobody is making a new town. All these people you see here are basically fucking dumbasses who don't know what they're doing. All this shit, everything you see here, it's all gonna go away. It's all gonna 42, rot, and then people like me and the small insider community of people that are sticking around to raid. I think that's just some bullshit, but I mean, it's mainly just me and Natu just raiding the rest of EMC. By the end of this, we'll have all the shit we need, except for manpower, and that's the kind of shit we need to finish the giant spaceship. Yeah, might as well just kick the bucket on this server.
I like to take people's shit.
That's not normal.
It's kind of fantastic. You're walking down the street, you lock eyes with somebody, you're like, hey, how are you? And then you kill them and take their shit. It's a cool thing.
Like, how are you doing this?
Run up and down Rodeo Drive.
This is horrific.
Like, yes, it was great.
Jesus Christ, man. You're a horrible person.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. The fact that this is somehow controversial is beyond me.
Hey guys, it's 4 AM and I'm tired as fuck, so I'm just gonna split this video up into 2 parts. First part is going up tonight, and second part is gonna be all the other crazy shit I did. There's stuff like crab games, works I've done, other cool things. It'll probably come out next week. So yeah, y'all take care. Here's the old outro for one last time.